In fact, I may find it agreeable. I turned around quickly, because I don't want to let him see the tears that roll off my eyes. Don't listen. They're just words. That's all they are. Empty, meaningless words. Noises. Sorry. Then why do they hurt so much? Why does every single word he ever says about me cause me so much pain? I dug myself under the warm water before rubbing my body with the soap that sits on the side of the bath. I can feel his eyes on me, boring into my back, and I wonder what the hell he's playing at. Why is he insisting on watching me wash, for God's sake? It doesn't matter. Just get through this, survive today, that's all you have to focus on. Until tomorrow, when you'll have to survive that, and the day after. I rubbed the soap all over my body and into my hair, before I dug myself under the water again to wash it all off me. I emerged out of the warm water, my hair wet and dripping down my back as I turned my head slightly to face him. There's nothing on his face that gives his thoughts away. Good. He nods. Dry yourself off, and then come through to your room. He turns and leaves the bathroom without closing the door behind him. I pull myself out of the bath and tug a towel down from the rail attached to the wall, drying off my body and squeezing all the excess water out of my hair before wrapping the towel around me, trying to keep as much of my body hidden as possible. I walk cautiously through the bath to my bedroom, and he's there, leaning against the wall. He points his wand at my head. I flinch, but I only feel the warm dryness pass over my hair. I feel as if I've been sitting under a hairdryer for half an hour. Why are you doing this? I ask quietly. What are you preparing me for? He doesn't answer. He flicks his wand and a bundle of white material appears in midair. He catches it before it can fall to the ground and hands it to me. Put that on, he says curtly. I shake out the material. I see this a long white linen robe. Please. I begin shakily. No. He cuts off. No, you cannot have privacy. You can grow up and act like an adult for once. I quickly turn around, pressing my lips together. I let the towel fall from the floor, pulling the dress over me as quickly as possible. It fits as well as the green dress did, but it's a completely different kind of robe. It's pure white linen, and long arms and a long skirt that reaches the ground. It's almost medieval, really. I turn back to face him. His mouth curves into a satisfied smile as he rakes his gaze over me. Good. He murmurs, You look ideal. Like a martyr. An innocent little martyr. I blink. Martyr? I mustn't panic. They can't possibly. I mustn't panic. What are you going to do to me? I whisper. He smirks and picks up the comb that rests on my dressing table. Comb your hair. He hands me the comb to me. That mane of yours looks like a fright at the best of times, let alone when it hasn't been combed. I slam the comb back onto the table. Not until you tell me what's going on, I say, looking straight into his cold, gray eyes of his. An eyebrow twitches upward as he continues to smile mockingly. Why don't you sit down and comb your hair? He gestures at the chair in front of the dressing table. If you do that for me, then I shall tell you what I prepared for you today. I glare at him, and I lower myself into the chair, and then I turn to face myself in the mirror in front of me. I pick up the comb and begin to tug it through the mess of knots that my hair has become. The Dark Lord has asked to see you. He has asked me to take you to his headquarters. My heart stops and starts again. I drop the comb on my dressing table. What? I whisper, watching his reflection move into the mirror as he stands behind me. He smirks at me in genuine amusement. I believe you heard me correctly. But I know he wants to see me. Of course I do. He's finally going to use me to get to Harry. I know it. Why else would he want to see me? I've already given him all the information they wanted. Lucius is smirking at me in the mirror. Yes, but what? I take a deep breath. Why? I ask, even though I know the answer. Why does he want to see me? I believe you know why. Didn't you ever wonder precisely why we've kept you alive all this time? I feel my insides contort themselves into knots as my breathing becomes tight. Alright, so you're going to use me to get to Harry. Whoops. Sorry, I missed the entire point of that whole statement. Alright, so you're going to use us to get to Harry. Us? He asked mockingly. Oh, you think we're going to use Weasley as well as you? I'm afraid not. You see, his parents wouldn't take kindly to us murdering their son after we promised not to in exchange for their loyalty. Thank God Ron's safe anyways. Thank God. Thank God. I can't really say that really quickly. But murder? I can't breathe anymore. I can't think. All of my body goes hot and cold, and I start to shake. I don't want to die. Not yet. I'm not ready. I don't want to die. Sorry. Just read that. Okay, so I'm so fucking confused. Okay, I know what 15 is. Well, whatever. I don't care. Okay. Anyways, sorry. I'm just like thinking about something, and I want to know when something happens, and it's not happening for me. Okay, I don't want to die. Not yet. I'm not ready. Okay, that's not what you were thinking last night. I stand shakily and turn around to face Lucius. He's a lot closer than I thought he was. So, I say quietly as I look up into his smirking face. This is where it's all going to end, is it? You're going to kill me to get to Harry? You're going to be rid of me at last. He thins his lip out, but he doesn't say anything. It will do you no good, though. My death. Whoops! That's not him talking. Why do they enter it out? I don't get this. It would do you no good, though. My death achieves nothing but to vilify you further in the eyes of the general public, and cause yet more hatred for your cause. I pull my lips back into a small, hard smile, even though I'm shaking with fear. So kill me. Make me a martyr. People will always remember that you kill a young girl to achieve your ends. Your ends. He smirks back at me, enjoying the battle of words, like so many others we have fought with each other. Ah, my little mudblood. He brushes his fingers onto my cheek. You are mistaken in your assumption. No one will remember you. They will forget you. You will become simply another name in a long list of people who died trying to oppose us. My heart clenches. I hate it when he touches me like this. It's almost as bad as when he tortures me. This is horrible, because it should feel more hideous than it actually does. Because as much as I hate it, any human contact not associated with hatred or violence means everything to me. And I can't stand it. I don't want him to touch me. It will achieve nothing for you, I say viciously. People will hate you for it. Well, let them hate. He drawls horribly, a truly evil smile spreading across his face. What does it matter if we are hated, as long as we are feared? Adoration is fine indeed, but fear is all the more powerful in matters of control, don't you think? Oh God, please no. I don't want to die. Anyways. He removes his hand from my cheek. We're not going to kill you today. As surprising as that may be. What? My breath suddenly seems as my heart rises and swells like a balloon with hope. He sneers at me as he knows how I'm feeling, as if he knows how I'm feeling. Don't let this come as a surprise to you. Of course we're not going to allow you to die until Potter himself lies dead at the Dark Lord's feet. You are far too useful a tool to let go until that moment. The balloon burst at his words. I'm not going to show him my fear or my pain. I harden my voice and try to force it to be as cold as his own. And how exactly do you think you're going to use me to get to Harry? I breathe a tiny laugh that catches in my throat slightly. You don't know where he is. You'll have to give away our position if you want him to try and rescue me. And do you really think that you won't be able to? Do you really think that he won't be there like a shot and with half the order in tow as soon as you give away where we are? I smile at him triumphantly. It's such a stupid thing to say, really. It's one of her stupider moments. Like, you have the only two options are if you tell him where we're gonna be, because he doesn't know that. Derp. It's like, I can't take the fight to him. That would be ridiculous. Do you think we haven't considered? Oh, sorry. I smile at him triumphantly, but he breathes another mocking laugh and brushes my hair away from my face. Do you really think we haven't tried that? We aren't fools, you know. And kindly don't play the cold strategist. Mudblood, you simply don't have it in you. He moves his hand down my arm, gripping at it. Now come, the Dark Lord is waiting. I pull myself out of his grasp, struggling away from him. His hand closes around my wrist again, but I twist and turn against it because I can't. Because he can go to hell if he thinks I'm going to go to Voldemort. That I'm going to help him capture Harry. I kick out at him, but I miss, and he's laughing at me. And sod off, you horrible, horrible bastard. Doesn't even sound like I'm being realistic right now. I should probably go to bed. I'm not really into this right now. I really am, actually. Reading it quite better than I usually do, I guess. Not really, actually. I don't know. Never mind. I'm sick, that's why. You hear me sniffing? It's not sexy sounding. I try frantically to peel his fingers off of my arm, but I can't. And so it worked once, so I'll try it again. I reach his hand holding my wrist up to my mouth and sink my teeth into his fingers, and I feel his other hand on my hair, twisting. Don't you dare, you disgusting creature! He hisses before he whips his hand across my face. A slap burns my cheek again and again and again. I cry out and fall to the ground, my head ringing. You will not fight against me, you ridiculous little girl! He says coldly. It did not sound like coldly. His head snaps. My head snaps up to face him. Those cold, pitiless eyes as hard as stone. I don't have time for such behavior. Why are you doing this to me? My voice cracks as I pull myself to my feet. Why are you treating me like this? You saved my life yesterday. You saved me from Dolof. And I have given you my reasons for that. His voice is hard as his eyes, but I can't stop myself. Oh yes, and don't they work to your advantage? I hiss in absolute rage. They're such a convenient cover for any humanity you might hold within you, aren't they? I want you to tell me one thing. You owe me at least that. He says nothing, so I continue. Why are you so ashamed for feeling pity for me? His face goes completely white and harsh with fury as he points his wand at me. I do not feel pity for you. He punctuates his sentence with burning, sneering, whip-like pains across my back. I cry out and fall across the wall slightly, my chest heaving